Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Apologies for not uploading anything. I'm still on furlough and I have nothing really to vlog about, but I've got some updates on the car over the last sort of couple of days, well, couple of weeks actually. We now have a carbon fibre filler cap, which is good. Today anyway, I'm going back to Sean's because eventually I have hub-centric spacers for the front wheels rather than the not very good spacers that are on it at the moment. And the car's now running a stage 1. It's not been on dyno yet, so I won't tell you roughly what the performance figures are like, but it should be running somewhere between sort of 365 and 385. Now, during that we did figure out that the clutch, as I've complained and moaned about before, is absolutely chocolate, so that is now dead. I'll put a little picture and a little video up of what the flywheel looked like, so that's all been replaced. I've got a funny feeling it was probably not working when I got the car. Now if anybody tells you that they can put a stage 1 in this car and it's going to be okay with the standard manual clutch, then they're wrong. The standard TTS S3 Golf R manual clutch is rated to about 400 Newton meters of torque. This car as standard has 400 Newton meters of torque. So yeah, it's just never going to work. So we've replaced that. As you can see, the absolute state of the flywheel, but it now means that the stage 1 map that's running on the car can now be put back up with the torque to full, because it was running on a low torque map to try and save the clutch a little bit. We thought we might have got a little bit of wear out of it, but it just won't. It's not handling it at all. So we'll go back and get the stage 1 amps right up as well, which will be nice. But without further ado, let's go get the spacers on the car and a few other little bits and bobs that we're going to do today as well, which could be quite fun. Now I would say one thing about a new clutch, if anybody has had one put in it, this has got a Sachs Performance RTS clutch and OEM flywheel in the car now, so it needs to be bedded in for 500 miles. That's great fun. It's constantly going up and down the gears for the first 500 miles to cause friction on the clutch. I dare say Dave from DH Automotive that did the clutch is probably going to be cringing a little bit at my explanation. I do not pretend to be an expert at any point with regards to clutches or any of the mechanical matters that I am talking about. He is. So if you do have any questions with regards to clutch performance upgrades, anything like that, then speak to David DH Automotive. The guys were absolutely fantastic yesterday. Social distancing measures were absolutely adhered to and on point. I was kind of cordoned off and you had to wait at the door for them to come and greet you, take you in to pay for any work you've had done, etc. as well. So yeah, shout out to those guys, very professional outfit, and I was extremely impressed. But yes, we are now in the breaking in of the car stage. As soon as I got in the car with the new clutch, it felt like a new car. It felt like I was driving a new car again, rather than was the fried old one from the one lady owner that had the car before me. I'm not saying anything about lady owners, don't start in the comments. I'm just stating fact. So yeah, the car is running a hell of a lot better. I'll try and get a little video of the exhaust and how this car sounds now with the stage 1 as well, because by God it sounds better. I absolutely love it now. Yeah, it's just so responsive now, it really is. As soon as you put the foot down, you can feel the boost coming in and the car really does pull the way it should. I just don't get what VAG did with these cars, why they put a rated clutch to 400 Newton meters of torque in a car with 400 Newton meters of torque, and I don't really know why it doesn't perform the way it does as a standard. Probably something to do with emissions, probably something to do with the CO2 or what they have to do with the average for the company, but whatever, it's now the way it should be and I love it. We are back at Robertson Auto Care and it's busy. I like this. This is things actually getting back to normal. The roads are busy, Sean seems to be busy. Hopefully we'll all be back to normal soon. We are back, I don't know why I'm singing, we're back at Robertson Auto Care. It's quite cool coming in, it gets me quite excited. So, we've got this rather nifty Subaru up here. Look at this rear diffuser, it's an actual proper real old school APR rear diffuser. If you want to see what absolutely minced clutch looks like, right here, look at that. That's not what it's supposed to look like. You're over his jeweler, Sean, that does look better. This is the old one, which I did inevitably crack if it focuses. There you go. Bye bye. All this vlog will be just road stuff. I've just popped down to see the guys down at Zoldani and Evolution Customs. They've got a couple of cool projects going on at the moment. More of which we'll be filming next week. We're going to have what's supposed to be Scotland's fastest Tesla. So we'll be able to do a little bit with that, and we're also going to have a 1100 brake horsepower RS6, which they're going to have in for some wrapping and a few cosmetics, which will be quite good fun. The car is now complete. We do have the spacers on it. It is looking way better, as you can kind of see, because adding those spacers will actually make the car sit a little bit better as well. Look a hell of a lot better, which is nice. We're also just going to pop down as well and have a little look at Barry's project, which is his Porsche 911, which has been on the channel before, and he's been don't know, playing around, but let's go and have a wee look. So this is what happens when you have a green car, but they don't want it to be green. You having fun, Joey?
Yes, always.
So this car is literally only getting wrapped for a couple of months, so it's not a long-term process, but god damn, it looks unbelievable. The Satin Black really suits it. When we were just looking at this as well, because me and Joy sort of came to the same conclusion that imagine just keeping the little bits of green and then having green calipers as well, but obviously it's not a long-term thing, it's only temporary and it's definitely not finished, so don't worry if there's still other bits and pieces. Nobody go freaking out in the comments. But what a job Joey's done in this. It looks absolutely unbelievable and working in really quite a short time frame. What a car, but yeah, unbelievable job again. So these guys have got some really cool projects coming up, which is going to be nice. So we'll be back here next week doing a little bit more filming, get some content for the channel and show you exactly what these guys are doing as well. BPF, the wrapping, best detailers in Fife, Scotland, the world, UK. Resign Joey. So Joey has almost done the back wing. Just a few other little bits and bobs and he's finished. That's it for today. But I will be back next week, probably Monday, Tuesday, and we're going to have a little bit of fun back with the guys at Evolution and with Zoldani. And yeah, that's it. So, see you soon.